right. Let us know if you can't hear us or if you have any problems. This is a huge learning curve for everyone. But thank you all for joining. It's so exciting to see everybody. So welcome to Art with Change. It's a 24-hour virtual fundraiser supporting the Downtown Arts District. Can y'all hear us? Can we be heard? Yeah, I think I'm unmuted. So we're live at City Arts right now until 12 p.m. tomorrow. So we're raising money for the Downtown Arts District and City Arts. So a lot of people don't realize we're like the same company. So that's why we keep saying that. But take it away, Barbara.
Thank you so much for being here with us. We are excited to be here for 24 hours. Someone just reminded me it's actually more like 48 hours because we have been up already for quite a few hours. But at any rate, I just want you to know that we're so grateful for our arts community, and the Downtown Arts District mission is to lead, stimulate, and guide the development of a vibrant, innovative arts and cultural district that enhances the economic development in downtown Orlando. So thank you for being a part of the art scene.
This is really fun for all of us, guys. But some interesting facts about Downtown Arts District. Even though with all of the struggles of COVID-19 at the Downtown Arts District, surprisingly, we were still able to serve 745 artists. We hung 2,517 works of art, and we generated $92,599 in art sales in 2020. So it's major snaps like to us, and like, guys, this is our team. So when we say we hung 2,517 works of art, that is us with our incredible intern Ryan and lots of wonderful volunteers and guest curators who help us make all of this happen. And also shout out to our art patrons. $92,000 in art sales during a pandemic is incredible. That means the people who are able to support artists really came out and showed up for us. So, lots of props to everyone who support the arts community.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do. So we are City Arts, and we're housed right now in the Rogers Keeney building. We moved here at the end of 2018, and we did some renovations. And this is the oldest most historic wooden building in the heart of downtown. It's a big green 2-story building if you're not familiar. And if you're not familiar, you should come down and see it. So in this gallery, we have 7 galleries. So the big gallery downstairs is our signature gallery A. If you would like to sponsor that, come give us some money. We'll put your name on it. It is the one that you see the most because it's on the downstairs floor. We have some art in our cafe. It's curated by Peterson Guerrero with red tape. And it's beautiful, just really nice one wall right now. And soon the cafe will be open. And if you want to donate some money for that, let us know. Upstairs, we have 5 galleries. And we have the signature gallery B, which is the really big space that used to be the movie theater, if you're familiar with this building at all. We have the Spotlight. It's now the Mahesh Family Foundation Spotlight Gallery. And that's where we have 12 artists that we handpick that work with us for years, and they get one single solo show a year with their art hangs throughout the year in our Spotlight hallway. And then we have the YAG, the Magic YAG Gallery, which is for our young artists age 15 to 20. And they get to come in and show their art for free. Of course, we do take our percentage of that, but it's a great way for them to grow. We've had some really fabulous artists grow into amazing artists that are now pretty well world renowned. So it's a great space. And then let's not forget Redefine, which is also upstairs. They do more of, I would say urban art. It's really urban. It's really cool. They do a great job with that. And then, which this takes us to our programming. And, we change the art every 30 days. So on the 3rd Thursday of each month, we have a new show. And we have our 3rd Thursday opening night reception. So you should come to that.
And it's all online.
Yeah, we do it. We do it online. You can see all of them if you haven't and still are not comfortable coming down, you can come do that. Okay, I want to do, before I pass this on to the other program, I'm going to do big shout out to my friends Bill and Jeff with County Argyle, who brought us some really fabulous donuts this morning.
Woo, woo!
It's from the Salty.
They brought us donuts from the Salty Donuts.
Yeah, it's so awesome. They're great friends and great supporters. So thank you
fun.
guys. And I'm going to pass it on.
We already got a couple donations too.
Yeah, I'm actually, that's what I'm pulling up right now. So I just wanted to show people where we're at. Hold please. Technology is complicated. Let me give this a try right here. Okay. I think this is gonna work.
There you go.
Cool. This is where we are. So here's our thermometer. We are already looking good. I started it off just to make sure that it was working properly. And so throughout the day, as people are donating to us, yay Donald McCloskey, yay Valerie Kelly, yay Brian Murch. These are all of our artists, which is incredible. So we already are off to a great start. But let's go back a little bit to kind of what we do here at the Downtown Arts District. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen right here.
And we're going to try to raise $208 every hour, which will get us to our $5,000 goal.
Yeah, $5,000 to us, that's obviously huge. So we really hope that people can give throughout the day. So other programs that we do, and you'll hear a little bit more from both of these programs. First, we have the In Between series that we do in partnership with the Timucua Arts Foundation. And we're going to do a little presentation from In Between series later at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So really in like our 23rd hour of going live. It'll be really fun. Join in for that one. And that's a really awesome creative music program. We've been doing it out in the courtyard lately to make it like extra safe for the community. And we love our partnership with Timucua Arts Foundation. We also have Orlando Story Club, which is, well, before pandemic, a quarterly storytelling event that took place at the Abbey. But it has a theme every time, and we have storytellers that come up, but they are going to be presenting at 8 o'clock. So live storytelling at 8, of course, with our incredible hosts, Bobby Wesley and Danielle Ziss.
And we also partner with Bloomingdale's. They have an art gallery that we curate on the 3rd floor. So check it out when you stop by there. Go see the local artists who are showcased on the 3rd floor in the furniture section. And once a year, we do an art stroll throughout Bloomingdale's in the Millennial Mall. So Mall Millennia.
Whatever it's called.
Millennia. Dia de los Muertos is also a signature event, and it gets kicked off every year with a monster party. This year during COVID, it was quite different. We did get good feedback. We did a dining experience outdoors that was safe for everyone who attended. So it was dinner and entertainment, and then we did 2 shows, and we're able to still showcase the art by appointment. And another event that we've done throughout the years is inside the artist studios. We've had wonderful artists throughout the years, and we'll be showing some of the videos of that in the wee hours. So stay tuned, stay with us 24 hours if you can.
Yeah, and then, those are in the wee hours, the 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. So if any of you are up, you can watch those awesome artist talks at that time. But other things that we do, we obviously do fundraisers for the Downtown Arts District pre-COVID-19. The La Mascara Celebration of the Arts, which is an annual celebration at the Abbey. It's always themed, and it's a great time. We have been doing it for like 16 years?
Yeah,
16 years. So it's awesome. And then we also created this new event called Art After Dark, which is a soiree for young professionals at City Arts.
Who are we, Barbara?
Who are we? We've been talking to you for a while, but who are we?
So if you don't know our staff by now, we want to introduce ourselves. I'm Barbara Hartley, the Executive Director of the Downtown Arts District, and we're here at City Arts.
I'm Kat Quast. I'm the Operations and Events Manager here at City Arts. So if you want to be an artist or you want to rent the gallery, I'm your girl.
Yeah. And then I'm Ha'ani Hogan. I'm the Development and Marketing Manager here at Downtown Arts District. So why are we doing this event? We are doing this to raise money for Downtown Arts District through the United Arts of Central Florida Collaborative Campaign for the Arts. And it's super easy. A way to give is you can text DAD to 71777, or you can click a link that I'm going to eventually put into the chat when I have a chance to do that. And we already went through the thermometer, and we're going to be checking it and sharing the screen throughout the day. And also major shout out to Orlando Fringe. They are good friends to Downtown Arts District, and they are the organization that kind of inspired us to do it. So for 2 years, they've already been doing their 24-hour give-a-thon. And I've, tuned in every year for that, and I'm obsessed with that. And it really inspired us to think out of the box and kind of do our own version of a 24-hour event. So thank you.
And
thank you.
we were guests.
Oh yeah, we've been
For the
guests. We did
Story
Story Club for an hour.
It was so much fun.
And it was so fun because it was during quarantine, but it was a blast. And we love Orlando Fringe. So thank you guys for inspiring us to do this.
Wait, I thought it was Jerry Lewis.
Well,
I thought we were doing the Jerry Lewis. Uh-oh.
so the Jerry Lewis
Let's
thing is
talk about
actually
that phone bank.
So the Jerry Lewis thing is actually really funny because my parents keep asking me what phone number they can call to donate to this event. And I'm like, oh, Mom and Dad, we don't, it's a text message. We are not, it's not a telethon. It's not a telethon. We, modern day.
We could do the text bank instead of the phone.
That's true.
People
That's
back
true.
there going, "Oh, I got another one."
So another fun thing that we're doing, obviously donations are a charitable gift that you give, but we're doing this fun activity called Mystery Donor. So right now, we are going to randomly select 10 numbers between 1 and 50 to be our mystery donors. And the number donor in our list of donors will win a free prize provided by us. So these prizes are different things like our Swan Warhol t-shirt that we're wearing. We have our Dia de los Muertos t-shirts. We have awesome art prints donated by artists and so much more. Oh, drink tickets to Third Thursday if you want to come out to Third Thursday. So anyway, we're going to pick those numbers because we're running out of time for our introductions. Barbara.
Ooh, I will do the honor. How many numbers?
10.
Oh, here's 4.
Okay, 26. We will inform people what their number is.
20.
Number 20.
48.
Wow, 48. So someone
13.
later in the day. 13.
7.
7.
No,
We might
wait,
already have
5 more?
7. Yeah,
5
5 more.
Okay, let's see. 8 and 43.
Okay,
2 more.
3 more?
2. Right?
3 more.
3 more. Oh, sorry, I can't count. I can't
Number
count.
15.
15.
47.
47.
44.
Wow, that's it. That's it.
That's
All right, everyone. So if you're donor number 7, 8, 13, 20, 26. Oh, my bad. I missed 15. 48, 43, 47, and 44.
You get a
We will
prize.
let you know if you're that number, but you get a prize. And I skipped something. If you donate to us, our incredible intern, Ryan Price, is an MFA at UCF. He has so graciously created these super cool original sketches that we're giving to every single person who donates to this campaign through this 24-hour event. So in your thank you letter, you also get a super cool
Original.
sketch by Ryan, who is also joining us at 7 o'clock later today.
And good news, we're starting out with a matching gift. Yay! Our board member, Eva Kraswinski, is matching the first $300 that's donated to us through this in this hour. So thank you, Eva. We appreciate you and all you do. And now we're going to bring on our guest, Thomas Chatmon from the Downtown Development Board
That's my
and
cutie.
CRA.
Bye,
Cool.
guys. See you later.
Thomas is coming on.
He's coming on. Just be 1 minute, everyone. There's
Hi,
Thomas.
How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Barbara, you and the whole crew down at
I
downtown.
know the big crew that we have.
Inviting us in. So you guys are up 24 hours, huh?
Or 48, as you reminded me.
Well, thanks for allowing us to participate, and good luck with Art with Change. We certainly want to be supportive. So we appreciate this opportunity to talk about something as important and as fun, you know, as the arts are in to downtown. So it's your show. I'm going to follow your lead, but and certainly any questions that you all have, I'm happy to.
Absolutely. So we wanted to have you talk a little bit about the Downtown Development Board and the CRA. Most people may or may not know this, but your organization was instrumental in creating the Downtown Arts District, and we're very grateful for all you do for the arts. So tell us a little bit about your role and your job, and what the DDB and CRA do for the community.
Okay. Well, thanks. My title is Executive Director of the Downtown Development Board / Community Redevelopment Agency. Those are two separate entities legally, but they work collaboratively with one common staff, quite frankly. And we are a division of the Economic Development Department here at the City of Orlando. And so all of that actually fits on a business card. I promise you it does. It's tough. We get it on there. And so, as you said, Barbara, we go way back with not only the arts, but with that in particular. My job, obviously, is to oversee a wonderful staff of people who deal with all things downtown. Everything from cleaning the sidewalks and planting the plants and the trees and maintaining that, to being involved in very complex commercial real estate transactions, and making sure that we continue to build out downtown. The built environment is what we want it to be, as well as the programming within that area. So all things downtown. Our boundaries, we have very definitive boundaries. Basically, to the west, we go to Westmoreland. To the east, we go to Summerlin. To the south, we go to Gore. And up north, we're mostly along 50 Colonial, but we do go a little further north of Colonial, up around Lake Ivanhoe. And so 1,640 acres is technically our area, which includes obviously Thornton Park and the Central Business District and Paramore and other areas within downtown. So it's a great position. It's a great job. I wouldn't have another one. I don't see it as a job. It's the love of my life. You know, as you know, Barbara's being a friend. I live in downtown. I live right across the street from where you are. And so I'm walking around. So I live here, I work here. And the pandemic has at least allowed us to still walk around outside, right? And so as I do that from time to time, I'm peering in the windows of the Rogers Keeney building of City Arts. And it brings a smile on my face to see what you all are exhibiting, you know, the talent that you exhibit from our community and what that brings here. And I can remember, it just seems like yesterday we were doing a dedication of the Rogers Keeney building, that wonderful gift from that wonderful man, Ford Keeney. And so you guys have transitioning as you did, and my hat's off to you for that. But no one better to take on that building and live within that building and strive within that building than the Downtown Arts District, based on the fact that Ford Keeney, as you know, is perhaps the paternal patron of the arts in this area. Well, he is certainly a major patron of the arts. So it's all poetic, and we're happy to see it, and glad to be an ongoing and supporter of the Downtown Arts District.
Well, thank you, Thomas. Ford Keeney was one of our first chairs of our board as well. I don't know if you knew that. It's definitely before your time. You've been with the DDB now for 14 years this month, right?
Yeah, yes. In fact, next week will begin the beginning of my 15th year. I came in February 2007. And one of the people that was, in fact, the board chair at that time was Jennifer Quigley, who, of course, was very close to Ford Keeney, as you know, and was very also instrumental, I think, in creating the Downtown Arts District. And of course, Jennifer has been, just a major force in the arts within this community. Oh, absolutely, over a period of time. So I'm proud to count Ford and Jennifer amongst my closest friends here, and people that have supported me and have directed me and guided me, and whom I appreciate a great deal.
That's wonderful. I remember, Thomas, when I met you back in 2006. I think you had just gotten a job, or was it 2006? 2000.
Okay.
And you were talking about your background and your love of music. So you're a musician?
Yeah, I am. You know, I'm shy to talk about it now because it's been so long since I practiced or performed. But I am a musician. I do have a lifelong love of music. I was taught music and to read music and be a musician originally in the fourth grade by a woman whose Zoom funeral I attended on Monday. Her
Wow.
name was Richardine Blunt Chadwell, and she lived to be 93 years old, and she passed away last week in Birmingham, Alabama. And her son actually is my lifelong best friend. We met in kindergarten. They left town and moved to a different state. We then roomed together later. We met up at college and were roommates, and we've just been lifetime friends. And so Mrs. Chadwell passed away, and the funeral was zoomed on Monday, and I attended that. But she taught me music in the fourth grade to read it and appreciate it, and I've been a musician ever since. I used to play professionally. It's been a long time ago. I wouldn't embarrass myself now by performing in front of anyone, but I loved it, and the entire time that I did it actually between high school and college in the 70s, and the entire time that I did it, I would simply put it this way: nothing gave me more satisfaction. That was my high, was performing music. And it would take me away. Any problems that I had, any challenges, anything that was unpleasant when I started performing, all that went away. So I have a lifelong love of the arts in general, but particularly for music, yes.
Well, you have to come to our In Between series. We've been doing it outdoors in partnership with the Temple Arts Foundation. So join us sometime for that. It's the Monday before third Thursdays. So when I met you, the city was talking about art and the importance of art in economic development. Talk to us a little bit about what you've seen over the years, and why is it so important for art in our cities, and how does that add to the vibrancy and to the economic development?
Means everything, brother. And I say that to you, that you know that, and to the people that follow an organization like yours probably tend to know that. But let me say in no uncertain terms, I mean, sure, a big part of what we have to do here is try to induce investors to invest, and that's how you get, the high-rise buildings and then the office buildings and mixed-use buildings and residential buildings and all of that. But make no doubt about it, what's special about any downtown is its vibrancy. It's not the buildings, but it's what happens in those buildings, and that's of course what the human activity there. So having an active, vibrant downtown starts and ends with the arts. I mean, if you think about it, if you pull the arts out, if you pull the performing arts out, and you pull the passive arts out, if you pull all of that out, what do you have? And you have a place that becomes then sterile and is not very invigorating and enticing for people to come. So art, as you look at, from an economic development standpoint and even general standpoint, has the power to not only impact the community by inspiring and connecting folks together and provoking, but also by spurring growth, attracting new visitors and residents. People want to be in an area where they can enjoy themselves by immersing themselves within some form of the arts. And that's what I said at the beginning of it. I mean, you guys live a charmed life because your entire existence is within an industry that brings happiness and joy, so having arts. And so the way that manifests itself when we're talking to developers from other cities and other states or even other countries and whatnot, and they're looking at the potential to develop and the opportunity to invest in downtown Orlando, it is always one of the topics of discussion is what is your arts community? And so we're able to then start to talk about the downtown arts district. And we're talking about the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts. And we talk about the fact that we now have, through the Creative City Project, a major annual event called Immerse that is just legendary. And we talk about Fusion Fest and its diversity and the things that, so, and then we talk about Mad Cow Theater, that we have local theater at the highest level of quality. Where you can sit in an intimate setting and get a professional performance and enjoy it the way you do. So I mean, there's a lot there, but yes, that discussion of in the presence of and the activity level of the arts within our downtown is always a component of the pertinent discussion to entice further investment in our area. Very important to us what you all do. So thank you so much for it.
Thank you, and we absolutely agree. I've seen a lot of change in the few years that I've been here at the Downtown Arts District. Obviously, the Performing Arts Center was not there when I started, so it feels like it's been there forever, and we so appreciate all they do. There's been a lot of change during COVID. What's different for you all, and if people want to find out more about what you're doing, where can they go to get information on all the great events that you guys help to support?
Okay, so I mean, obviously we have a major web presence, downtownorlando.com, and you can go there and really, it's very, very user friendly, and we have a marketing and communications team that are stellar, that handle all of that and make sure that that's kept up to date in conjunction with the city's communications team as well. And so I would encourage your followers to go there. In fact, as I'm surfing around, I see you posting on various social platforms, Barbara, and visiting exhibits around the state and whatnot. So we keep up with you even when you don't know it. But you know, the arts are fundamental to a vibrant downtown. Back in 2015, as you know, we ended up with what's called Project DTO, Advancing Downtown Orlando, which is our vision plan. It's the newest iteration of it. And the mayor charged us very simply to create the highest quality urban environment in the nation. And so, and to chart the path to creating that. And so that path was charted through Project DTO. Within that initiative, there were several big ideas that came out of that, but foremost among those was creating a creator culture, which is exactly what you all do. You cultivate that creator culture. We see it in your exhibits every day, bringing stellar music, arts, sports, and entertainment into our downtown. So that was very much at the forefront of what that 100 people that worked together for about 15 months on envisioning what they wanted downtown, what we want downtown to be. So it's central to us, and we continue to check those boxes and to achieve those goals, you know, that was set forth by Project DTO. So the arts are a central and threshold part of it, and will continue to be as we continue building the highest quality urban environment in the nation, right here in downtown Orlando.
Well, thank you for all you've done in your organization to continue to have the vision and to create a better environment in downtown. We love the creative villages now down here. As I-4 is getting built out, there's a lot of great public art being installed and plans for installing more. Is there anything else you want to add to that? And you've also helped to incubate really cool events like the Creative City Fusion Fest. You helped us out with Art and Odd Places.
Oh yeah, how can I forget Art and Odd Places? I was telling you earlier, Bob. I mean, when you first did that in 2015, the first time I ventured outside of my condo after having major surgery and undergoing a major medical stuff, the first time I actually went out was to enjoy Art in Odd Places, and I didn't have the strength to do it, but I made my way down Magnolia one block at a time, and I took my time, and it was absolutely invigorating. It was a beautiful day, and you got to interact with the artists on the spot, and so they could tell you the inspiration behind the exhibit you were seeing, and I'll never forget that. And I wouldn't miss it, because of course you had told me all about it, and no one can sell an event better than Barbara Humphrey and get and I'll simply say this: your spirit, Barbara, and I remember when you first came in. Of course, I've known you before then. Your spirit is infectious in a very, very positive way, and so your leadership and with the team that you have at that is absolutely essential and so appreciated by so many people. Thank you for what you're doing. I want to say to everybody who's looking, text DAD to 71777. We need to pump that up, so we want to do that, and I'll make this pledge to you, Barbara, offline. Let's get together. Let's see how far you exceed your goals, but also let's talk about in the future how the DDB and the CRA can be even more supportive of our downtown arts district. We're happy to do that. I look forward to that conversation.
Thank you. We're looking forward to many more projects together with the DDB and CRA. And if our viewers have not been to the Information Center, that's pretty cool also. Very supportive of local creatives And we appreciate the downtown ambassadors. That's been really helpful for us over the years. So thank you.
Thanks for the plug. Discover Downtown, the intersection from Church and Orange is out, formerly known as the Downtown Information Center, a wonderful array of locally created and locally designed and produced retail products there. So it's a wonderful space. Visit Rose and her team anytime. We're happy. And the ambassadors are everywhere. There are eyes and ears around day and night. And so we appreciate you folks mentioning them. I'm sure they appreciate that as well.
They're going to keep us safe tonight.
All right. Well, good.
Look for
Hang in
them.
there. Good luck.
Have a great day.
All right. Same to you. Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Art. So Terry, thank you for joining us.
Hey, my pleasure.
Hi. And Thali is getting ready to join us. But Terry is also the founder of so many cool projects in downtown, including the Downtown Arts District and SAC Comedy Lab and Fusion Fest. Did I miss anything? I'm sure I did.
Fringe Festival.
Fringe,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. I did miss it. And it's come such a long way.
Yes. So I was just watching you guys get started and you were having so much fun. I'm like, I wonder what they're going to be like at 4 in the morning.
Oh,
'cause
you
they're pretty
know,
ready.
if you want a good chuckle, join in at 4 a.m. and see how we're doing.
Or come do yoga with us.
Oh yeah, we're doing yoga like crazy people at 9 a.m. Tomorrow, and an art class at 10. We got lots going on.
And there's a dance party at Wynn,
1 a.m.
and one can come down and participate in person.
Yes.
Just let us know.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I'm thinking about it.
Terry loves a dance
You know
party.
what's funny? You know what's funny, Terry? Multiple people have asked me if they could come for the dance party.
Yeah.
Dance
I'm
party.
like, if you want to come at 1 a.m., then sure. But
Yeah.
that's when it's happening.
I'll set my alarm to wake up.
So we have a fun little trivia here. We ran into Thali at the Dolly Museum. How crazy is that? So you have to make reservations, and the staff went kind of as a belated holiday outing. And 2:30, we were right behind them in line. With who else was there from
Francesca with the
Francesca,
DDB.
Yes,
Yeah.
from the DDB. So it was pretty crazy, but so much fun.
That's
Yeah,
like
awesome.
last night I had a reservation for the 7 o'clock down the rabbit hole.
Uh-huh.
And so did Haley, my assistant. So no coordination, but of all the times that evening, we were both at the same one.
That's so
But
perfect. That's
Are you
hilarious.
supposed to divide and conquer?
I don't know.
Not.
I guess
Guess
not.
not.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you for joining us, guys. I mean, we wanted, obviously, Terry, we love having your institutional knowledge just about the arts in Orlando. But then also we look forward to sharing with all of our viewers about Fusion Fest. So what can you tell us about all that stuff?
Well, Fusion Fest happened as a festival the last 3 years, including this past year in a pandemic. So that was pretty crazy. But with the help of the Dr. Phillips Center, who's created their front yard festival with the social distance audience boxes and all, we were able to do a festival, invite people down, thousands of people, not nearly the thousands that were there the year before. We couldn't handle that. We had a limit of 2,000 people at a time. And so it's pretty crazy. For those that don't know the festival, perhaps we can show a little video that kind of sums up this past year.
Yeah,
Thali, can you?
I certainly can. Hold on. Let me share my screen here. Oh,
The festival happens each November on Thanksgiving weekend. So on Thanksgiving Day, you can pig out and get all fat and then try to recuperate on Friday. And then Saturday come and for a free festival with lots of other good food options on that Saturday and Sunday.
okay. Am I good to go? Can I hit play?
I think so.
You're on.
2020 Fusion Fest. We are live here in Orlando, Florida.
Welcome to Fusion Fest in Orlando. We have music, we have dance, we have spoken word, from cultures all over.
Fest, Orlando.
To make this festival for you, and I hope you have a wonderful, diverse-tastic day at Fusion Fest.
I love that term, diverse-tastic. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Fusion Fest is really about making the most of an incredible asset that we have here in Central Florida. Not only are we a crossroads of the world with visitors from all over the world, but we have an incredibly diverse community. In fact, a recent study showed that by 2030, we may very well be the most diverse city in the world. So with all of that creative input from different cultures, if we can come together and influence each other, get to know each other, we will be that innovative city that can really influence the world. And we want to show the world that people of different ethnicities, cultures, heritages, lifestyles can live together on a basis of respect and love, as opposed to fear and hate, which is common and easy. And so, especially in this very divided world, we haven't touched the political realm, but maybe we can even show the people of different political views can live together with respect and love, because it's a much better world. I mean, who wants to live in a world of hate and distrust and fear? So that's kind of what the festival is about, but even more than that, it's about fun. It's about fun and food and all kinds of things. There's 20 different elements, I think, that we have at the festival.
And one of the things I really love as well is that you get so many different types of artists involved. So they're sharing their traditions, but you're also crossing like all the different genres, you know, from film to dance to fashion to literature. And I think it's really wonderful that you're able to bring it all together and share those experiences. We're especially proud of you all as being the fiscal agent for 3 years. Now you have your own letter of designation and your own not-for-profit for this year. And we're looking forward to really great things moving forward. Is there anything you want to share that's different or new coming up? You have the meals, is that monthly, where you do the different?
The diverse-tastic things.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, before that, I want to give you all a shout out for, you know, not only being our fiscal agent, but all the work within the visual arts gallery, that it's always impeccable. And it was a learning process for us as well. And I think each year it kept getting better. And we're looking forward to keeping our partnership for this year as well, as we highlight all the visual artists and the multimedia artists here from Orlando with, you know, a different heritage. So thank you so much for helping put that together for us.
Yes, the Downtown Arts District has been a great incubator, not an official program, but we're not the only organization that you have helped foster from the beginning to become an organization on its own, such as like the Creative City Project. So thanks for that. And before we go on too, I want to also say to any artists that are listening, visual artists, musical artists, writers, designers, chefs, that we have contests for Fusion, $1,000 of prizes in each of those areas. So we want to encourage the inspiration from mixing one culture with another. You can fuse something. If you can put a swing band with a Japanese taiko drums, you might win $1,000. Or more simple in dance, if you take some Irish step dance and add some hip hop to it, or a number of things like that. If you take some spices from the Caribbean and add them to a European dish, you might win $1,000. So I want to put that out there. And then we can move on to many of the things that we're doing year round. So Thali, did you want to tell them about perhaps our diversitastic dining?
Yeah, sure. Let me share here. We have our updated website up now, and we have all our offerings, year-round offerings here on the website now. And I'm just so excited. Of course, the festival is the most exciting thing, but I just love that we have a weekly offering right now. So it's called Diverse Orange. So Terry goes live every Tuesday, 1:30 p.m. with a guest, and they talk about culture, they talk about representation and all the fun things that they get to do here in Orlando, like their projects. So that's been really awesome every Tuesday through Facebook Live. And then our monthly event, Diversitastic Dining, that we started last year in January with Ethiopian food and restaurant at the Nile. It went great.
Oh, no.
I think,
We
do we
lost
lose?
Thali.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I can keep talking. Can you hear me?
That's perfect.
Hopefully she can reboot. Go ahead, Terry.
So yes, so each month we take a deeper dive into a particular culture through especially the food, but it also includes entertainment and conversation with usually the chef, people from that heritage, to get to know that culture more. Our most recent one was the Italy experience. And
Hold out.
if Thali comes back, we could even show a little video about that.
There she is.
So Thali, I was just explaining things and saying maybe you could show them the wrap-up video from the Diversitastic Dining Italy experience that we just did in January.
I certainly can, yes. Open this. Sorry, my internet went down for a second here. Sure, let me share what happened in our last Diversitastic Dining Italy edition. It was a sold out event. And again, we are keeping, I think it's important to stress that we are keeping all the safety protocols in place. We keep at 50% capacity so we can be socially distanced. And, you know, it's different from what we planned. I think that's what I was saying when I got cut off from my internet here. But if you go and you sit with your party, you don't sit with people you don't know. So parties stay together. But let me share our last dining event recap. We had the pleasure of having Opera Orlando bringing entertainment for us, and it was really, really fun. So let me share here.
Hey, buongiorno, buonanotte! Tonight we celebrate the heritage of Italy and Italian Americans who've made a mark here in this country. We got great food and wine, demonstration of mozzarella cheese making, Italian arias to be sung, so come on in. Every month we're doing a Diversitastic Dining with some different heritage from around the world. Our curator for that is Maria.
Thank you. So you guys are in for an incredible evening. Super excited to be here at Torna Tours tonight. That's Denny, he's the owner.
Basically, when you go to get a fresh mozzarella somewhere, this is how it's made, if it's made in-house.
The food is amazing. Everything is homemade and fresh. A beautiful charcuterie, a wonderful pasta, and then an amazing limoncello dessert. So love everything about it, and I truly can't wait for the next one to come up. So here comes China.
The
most beautiful part that kind of catch my attention was the opera, because that was my first time enjoying it live.
It was excellent. And the curation, everybody talking about the different courses that we were having, fresh mozzarella. It was really a great experience.
Diversity is awesome!
So our next one is, we are, as was mentioned, we're going to explore China with a special menu created for us that's really it's got all kinds of, it's very much a sampler kind of meal at Chengdu. Is that the way I pronounce it? We'll have a tiger dance, might see some fireworks.
Lion
dance. And we'll learn a little bit more about the culture and why the Lunar New Year is celebrated and what that means. So, yep, that's some of the things we're doing.
So I'm sorry I missed the Italy Diversitastic dining.
I know you have Italian.
Quickly,
She was born in
I
Italy.
was born in Vicenza, Italy, and my first opera that I saw was in Verona in a Colosseum that looks like the Roman Colosseum, and the opera was Turandot. It was lovely in 3 languages.
Wow.
Yeah, my father loved it, and my mom, who was 100% Italian, couldn't wait to get out. She was not an opera girl. She'd rather listen to rock and roll. In fact, I think she was mad at us for a day for taking her. But I love it, and I love the Orlando opera scene as well. You know, it's ebbed and flow over the years, and I'm so glad that we have the talent here that we have now. And then in August, I went to my birthday party at Diversitastic at the, where was that? The Garden Theater?
Was that Pilar's? Yeah.
That was Pilar's Martini, yeah, and we were celebrating South Pacific Islands.
It was so fun.
Yes.
The food was good, and I love the dancing.
Yeah, I'm partial to it, but
yeah,
but that was so fun.
I think my favorite thing that night was when the chef actually was put on the spot, and then T, who's part of our steering committee and board now, she asked him to dance because that's his background, right? That's how he came here to Orlando, was to work for Disney as a Pacific Island dancer. And I mean, that was fantastic. And all of a sudden, the chef who was serving our food, explaining about the food, was doing this amazing traditional dance. So that was the highlight of the night for me.
And what was that pudding stuff that I ate? That was the first time I ate that. It was
like, poi.
Poi. Did you guys like that? That was different.
I love poi.
It was like tart.
Yes.
Not everyone's jam. Not everyone's jam.
I have. There was one place in Hawaii that I had poi that I don't know. It was a little bit different, and I actually had a second. I didn't more. I'm a like taste everything. I want to experience, but you know, to have some more. That's a very different thing. So
yeah. Thali, what I loved about that too is it was also without intending to be a demonstration of a very like important cultural thing. If a family member or someone who you respect very much asks you to do something, you welcomely do it. And when she made that a point, right? Like
yes, he said,
Malo didn't even flinch, right, when she asked for it. Yeah. And like, you know, I'm from Guam, so my culture is very similar. I like using the term elder, but it really could be someone who's even like your peer.
Yeah.
You do it out of respect if they're asking you to help out.
Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about the film and the competition. I feel like both of you being involved since the inception. I believe Thali, you've been involved since the beginning of Fusion Fest.
Yeah.
What is maybe something surprising that you've learned from these cultural exchanges? You know, that you're like, oh wow, I didn't know that, or you appreciate it a little bit more because of the experience.
So many things. And fun fact, I was in the very first meeting. Hani and I were in the conference room across from Terry's office in the very first meeting in 2016. I think that was September or so. And a few other people. so yeah, I've been involved since the beginning as a volunteer, and then had the wonderful opportunity to come in and work first part-time and now full-time at Fusion Fest, and just been so grateful. I learn a lot, and I learn every day. Definitely, I love the Visual Arts Gallery, but the Migration Films program, it's kind of my favorite, just because of learning, not only about people's culture and how that plays out on their lives, but really their stories of migrating here. Not all of them are about that kind of journey, because some of them, their parents did that journey, but then seeing the values played out in their lives, it's just, it's awesome. This last year's program, we had last films, I think a total of 13, Terry, 12.
11.
Yeah. But, yes.
Probably due to COVID and the pandemic, it's harder to get people
Yeah.
out there to do films.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I think we're also narrowing down. We kind of have an internal guide of 10 different regions of the world, and we'd like to make sure we've got representation from all. So about 10 films a year, because we have over 50 now, and we are planning to actually use those assets, like tonight at the Orlando Museum of Art, which is the theme of, I forgot the
Onitsha.
They'll be playing on a loop our award-winning film from last year about Ola Bello. Ola is the owner of Flavors Nigerian Restaurant, and so she has a fun story, and she will be there, and I'll be there. So if anyone can tear themselves away from your 24-hour thing and come to the Orlando Museum of Art, come say hi to us. We'll be there.
FaceTime us.
Yeah, I'm like, I won't let anyone leave.
And we are another new monthly event. We are planning to have a Migration Films watch party on the second Tuesday of the month, but we're kicking it off on the 23rd of this month. So
one film at a time each month, or
one or two. We're planning for about a half-hour kind of program. So the films are just like 3 to 5 minutes long. So we'll watch a film. We'll have the filmmaker there and the subject, and perhaps like when you were asking about something you got from it. One of the films I think in this first one will be of Elizabeth Huddleston,
Elizabeth
Fullington, who her story of leaving her country and the drama of that really helped me appreciate that I didn't have to make my becoming an American in that way. So so anyway, I think her story will be there, and perhaps we'll have on the head of the Caribbean Cultural Association and other people who have come from Guyana, and we'll have some just conversation, kind of like we're doing here now, but it's something that everyone can view, and then we'll probably have another one as well. So we might have 1 or 2, maybe 3 films, but try to keep it in about a half-hour time period at on the second Tuesdays, except for this month on the 23rd at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
On our toes. Well, thank you all for what you do and for being such great partners of ours. We love working with you and look forward to future Fusion Fest and all the great ideas that come out of it. And more food and films.
Yes, right.
Well, thank you. And so I am going right now to my text, and I'm texting to 71777 the word, what am I texting?
DAD.
DAD.
71777.
So we did get a couple.
Got my phone here too.
And that gives me a link so I can donate.
Yes.
Remix!
Our
Hey! Who did all of the beautiful design work for truly everything that we do. So we love remix. And I mean, it's updating, but you know, it takes a minute.
Mhm.
But cool.
Have fun at the museum tonight.
Thank
Thank
you.
Art friends, hello, and we'll be at the next one with Eva Kraswinski, who is actually matching your donation, Terry.
Yes.
She's matching the first 300.
Yes. So we're super
There we
excited.
go.
You know what's so fun about, I'm really excited about the Diversitastic Dining China program because I'm obsessed with lion dancing. So I'm from Guam, and the school that I went to every year did a big celebration for Chinese New Year.
Mhm.
Multiple students, you know, I went to a pretty international school, so a lot of the students at my school were Chinese and went to Chinese school after normal school, and multiple of them were in training to be like lion dancers. And
Yeah.
so every year, our high school kids who were in training to be professional lion dancers for cultural programs would do a lion dance. So it would be really fun to watch our peers do it. And also, fun fact, I follow multiple professional lion dancers on TikTok because I'm just obsessed with it. Like when they do it over water and like the stilts over water, it's incredible.
Impressive. Yeah.
They're so strong, and they're true performers and acrobats, and you don't even realize it's humans underneath the entire costume. It's beautiful. Yeah,
It's incredible.
one of
So
my
fun fact, our lion dance for the next Diversitastic Dining event on February 25th. The group is actually a group of high schoolers from University High. Yeah, yeah.
So
Excited.
how they can get tickets. So fusionfest.org.
Yep, you go to fusionfest.org, and then on the homepage, you will see all of our programs. And then if you click on Diversitastic Dining, it will take you to our landing page where you can choose if you want to go to China this month. I don't think we have tickets available up yet on the website for next month, which we'll be exploring Ireland as part of St. Patrick's Day celebration, but soon. Yeah, and just follow us on social media so you know you're tuned on everything we're doing. Again, we have a weekly, monthly, in-person, virtual, and annual event. So come be a part of what we do, because everything we do is like through collaboration. And we would love to have you come and help us and be part of our celebration.
Thank you. And Terry, your donation came through. Thank you so much. We've selected this awesome bubble blower design that's coming to you, a little turtle. And I have to put a note on it.
So that's from Ryan. He's in the MFA program, Ryan Price. He's our intern right now, but goes to UCF, and he's done original sketches on, I believe it's one of a kind paper.
I'm not sure, but
It's fancy paper.
Cool. Well, thank you both so much for joining us, and thank you for donating. It's so sweet of you. But we are ready for our next presentation. So, and then also plug, Terry is also going Facebook Live at 1:30. So, you know, if people want to be on multiple devices, we all have multiple devices. You can do it. I do it all the time.
What are you doing at 1:30?
Barbara.
Well, it'll be with Michael Wanzi, and it's another about a fundraiser, the Greater Orlando Performing Arts Relief, GoPAR, and Michael's the founder of that, so we'll be talking about that and that effort, which is raised and given considerable amount of money. I got an email from someone recently that said, I don't know if you know me, but I think you know my mom, and in this tough time, we've been having a rough time, and GoPAR contributed so we could pay our rent, and it really meant a lot.
Can you do us a favor? Can you type in our Facebook, the link to that, so artists can learn about it? If you don't know about GoPAR, it's helping with basic needs to artists, I believe only artists that are unemployed or that have been affected by COVID. So thank you for working on that, Terry.
Yep.
And send us a link and we'll share that as well.
Super
Okay,
cool.
See you later. Bye.
Thank you, friends.
Thank
Bye.
you.